One of the challenges of sowing cool season seeds, they take a long time to germinate, so you need to put them in the ground while it's still hot. But how do you keep them moist and cool until they sprout? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you my favorite tip for making that happen. I love growing cool season vegetables and I love sowing seeds, but the challenge with some of those seeds for the cool season garden, they take a long time to germinate. And you got to sow those seeds sometimes while it's still hot, like late summer. Like right here in Atlanta today, it's 94 degrees and I have carrot seeds here. But the thing about carrot seeds, they can take anywhere from 10 to 21 days and sometimes longer to germinate, so you have to sow those seeds while it's still warm. The other problem with that is you can't sow those seeds deeply, so the soil isn't going to protect them from drying out or getting too hot. You need to sow them right at the surface or maybe a quarter of an inch at the maximum depth. So as the sun is moving overhead and it's really hot, it's very easy to dry the soil out and dry the seeds out and get them too hot. So the challenge is, how do you protect the soil to keep the moisture in and keep the seeds cool? Well, you could do one of two things. You could add mulch, and I'm a big fan of mulch, except in this situation. I love applying about a 2-inch layer of mulch over all my soil, but with carrot seeds, since they're so small and they take so long to germinate, how do you really know when they're coming up through? And especially if you've got a lot of mulch over the top, that bulky mulch can inhibit germination. Plus, it's hard to see them as those seeds start to sprout. So I found another solution that I really like, and that is to use those sacks that coffee beans come in. Most cities have a coffee roaster or two in town, and they're happy to either give you some of their bags or maybe sell them to you for a few bucks. But if you can't find a roaster in town, then you can buy bolts at a hobby store, or you can certainly find rolls of burlap online. But I love burlap for several reasons. First of all, it's a natural material. And it's porous, so like a coffee filter, as you water overhead, the water goes straight through. But when the burlap is covering the soil, it's helping to hold that moisture in and keep the heat down and protect those seeds. So the trick is to know if the seeds are going to germinate in a window somewhere between 10 and 21 days, in this case for carrot seeds, you need to start checking on germination around day 8. And so just pull the burlap away, which is much easier to do than if you had mulch and you're trying to figure out where that row is and pull the mulch away and hope that you're not scraping away that tender seedling at the same time. That just doesn't work as well. So it's easy just to lift this back, take a peek, and once you start to see germination, you could leave it on another day or so, but then you eventually want to take this off, make sure that you keep the soil moist, and then once the seedlings have germinated sufficiently where they're of proper size, then you can start thinning them out, and then you can add your mulch, which I will definitely do in this case. But in the meantime, you've done the best thing possible to give your seeds the best chance possible to germinate without any inhibition while you're keeping the soil and the seeds moist and protected.